Hey, it's me again, Alicia, and now I'm going to show you how to play the game ROOFER. This is a math game that helps students to recognize geometric shapes, their types, and their characteristics. Everything that's included in this game is seen here. There is the game board, pawns to help you keep score, location cards, and shapes in different colors. At the beginning of the game, players must decide what color they want to be and find all of their shapes in that color. Then they need to receive 3 location cards from the draw pile. This game can be played from 2 to 8 players, but for our purposes we are only going to use 2. The first player would choose a card. There's a couple of things that are of importance before we start. You need to know that the yellow square is where you will put one of your geometric shapes. It is seen from the perspective that you are sitting in. So this for me would be in the parallelogram area. Also, these different areas represent the geometric shape that you can create. In this is a parallelogram, in this area is a triangle, this area is a rectangle, this area a trapezoid, in this area in the middle you can create whatever shape you want. So I will start the game by playing this card. And I need to make a parallelogram. So I place a triangle. However, a triangle is not a parallelogram, so I do not receive any points. But then I just discard this card, the card I just played, and draw a new card. Then the next player will go. And from his perspective, the bottom left is the rectangle area. So he will choose to place one rectangle there. Very simply, and he made a rectangle by just laying the rectangle, so he receives 1 point. Then he would discard that card and draw the next. This time I would like to play in the middle, and so I can freely play whatever one I want. It doesn't matter. And because it doesn't matter what shape I create, I also get a point. Discard and draw. And the game would continue in such a fashion. However, if a student chooses to play the shapes like this, these are 2 separate rectangles, so the student would get another point. But if he chooses to place this rectangle here, they share one common side, and so this is just one big rectangle. He does not receive any points now, but if at the end of the game he has the largest rectangle in this area, he would receive 10 points. So it's all about in what strategy he wants to use. Also, at the end of the game, the winner is whoever has the most points. As you create the different shapes, and you will be having them in different sizes. So if we wanted to put this here, and we also had this here in this box. This player with the bigger parallelogram would receive 10 points. Also, the player who has the biggest shape in the whole board would receive another 10 points. If there are 2 players, like these 2 players, if they were the same size, then they would split the 10 points. So 2 players would each receive 5 points, 3 players would receive 3 points each. There is one variation to this game that you can play with only 4 players. If there are only 4 players playing, then you do not need the allocation cards. You can just simply take turns one at a time, placing your shapes in whatever area you would like to create the correct shapes. This is the game ROOFER. I hope you enjoy this game. Thank you for paying attention, and have a great time playing this game with your students. Thank you.